Subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss an update from PWIP. Export knowledge be, trade be. Hi, I'm here today to talk about a bill of lading. Now, I don't want to tell you what is already available on the internet. Rather, I want to go for something very practical. Have you heard of something called as Seaway BL? Export में होता है ये. Have you heard of Master BL, House BL, RFS BL? ये सब हम एक्सपोर्ट्स में यूज कर रहे हैं. जो हम यूज कर रहे हैं, जो प्रैक्टिकली यूज हो रहा है, why not we talk about that? I hope you like the content of PWIP in the field of exports. We are available on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp and LinkedIn. Do follow us and please help spread the love. Well, coming back to BL and bill of lading, एक जब shipment शुरू होता है, when the cargo is on a vessel, you get a BL that is issued, right? Now this BL is a very strong instrument. It is a non-negotiable instrument. मतलब ये BL जब generate होगा, आप buyer को scan copy भेजेंगे और आपको buyer को बोलेंगे ये payment कर दो and then you will surrender the BL. So then, what types of BL? Have you heard of something called as switch BL? What is switch BL? So let's talk about all of this. First, I'm going to talk about house BL. House BL is a BL which is normally given by an NVOCC. What is an NVOCC? Non-vessel operating carrier, right? मतलब जिनका containers होते हैं but उनके ships नहीं होते हैं, उनके carriers नहीं होते हैं. So like there are a lot of NVOCs like Win-Win, Costco and a lot of NVOCs. They will only have containers in them. They have to load that containers into a different line altogether. So whatever BL is given by an NVOCC is called a house BL. That doesn't matter. That BL is as good for you to do the trade. And then master BL. If you're directly working with a shipping line, like say for example Evergreen, Maersk, OCL, One Line, who have their own ships, own vessels, these kind of companies, these are called main lines. These main lines also give BL and that is called a master BL, right? So this master BL is again same, the shipper, the consignee, the notify party, everything is going to be the same. So we've talked about house BL, talked about master BL. Let's quickly talk about switch BL. What is switch BL? Switch means you're switching the BL. A lot of times there are options where you can switch a particular BL. A lot of traders do this who sit abroad and outside India. They don't want to reveal to the end buyer who was the supplier and they don't want to reveal to the supplier as to who the buyer is because you're going to put it on the BL, right? So assume a case that your cargo is going to Cotonou in West Africa. The buyer, your buyer is based in Dubai. So the buyer will ask you a BL from say Chennai to Dubai company, and the Dubai company makes the payment to you and takes the delivery of the BL. He then switches the BL from his company to the buyer company, and that's what is called when you switch the BL. After you have received your payment, when you give it to the buyer to switch it, it is called switch BL. Well, what is RFS BL? What is RFS? Received for shipment. Well, a BL that is generated for receipt of the cargo at the port. Normally क्या होता है? Just assume that you just delivered the containers inside the port and that is 10 containers. And the vessel is might be 5 or 6 days later vessel आ रहे हैं. So normally what happens? The BL gets generated once your container sits on the vessel, right? But उसके लिए 5-6 days है. But once it sits on the vessel, it will go to say Jebel Ali in UAE in just 3 days, which means you have to get the BL once it ships. You have to send the scan copy of the BL to the buyer for him to make the payment. And once he sends the payment, you have to send the BL. So there is a there's a process called RFS, received for shipment, where once you get in the containers inside the port, the shipping line will give you a BL, and that is BL is called RFS BL. It is not a SOB BL. SOB BL is what? Shipped on board BL. So that's another type of BL, right? The both BLs look the same, just that इसमें RFS लिखा रहेगा, which is received for shipment BL, and इसमें SOB रहेगा, shipped on board, sailed जो होने के बाद मिलता है, right? Apart from all this, there is one more BLs. Trust me guys, I am here talking about only practical BLs that we use in our day-to-day export business. So the other BL that I want to appraise you of is called Seaway BL. Seaway BL is a very tricky. I wouldn't suggest go for this, but if you go for this, there is one condition, that what happens is showing a scan copy of the BL and then the buyer makes payment. Once the buyer makes payment, you surrender the BL, right? What if you took a lot of time to get the BL and then the shipment already reached the destination? Now when it reaches destination but your BL is still not ready, but the buyer said, okay, I trust you, I know you have already sent me the draft of the BL, I will make the payment to you, and the buyer made payment to you. Once the buyer made payment to you, so then you know that you have to get the BL, then you have to surrender also, because you already got the payment. So instead of taking a BL then to surrender again, because there will be a BL charge and then there will be a surrendering charge, so you directly take a Seaway BL, which means with one you just have to pay for the Seaway BL. It's as good as the BL is generated and surrendered at the same time. For example, what if you have got 100% of your money before the shipment itself and you loaded the cargo? You already got 100% of your money, so you don't need another BL and then again surrender it. So you directly ask the shipping line, give me a Seaway BL, which means it is as good as a BL which is already surrendered. That's the difference. I'm going backwards. So we talked about Seaway BL, we talked about RFS BL, we talked about Switch BL, we talked about Master BL and House BL. These are the BLs that practically is used. I hope you like this information and content, my friends. Please spread the love and please leave us your comments as to if there is any questions that you have in your mind and you need me to make a video on it for learning purposes. Do feel free to leave us a comment. Thank you.